5.
What about the girl? The child who came in with him? Strangely enough, based on bone density and skeletal development, this girl appears to be around 16 or 17 years old. But she looks barely 10. I stood there, stunned. I could not reconcile what I was hearing with what I had seen. The girl with thighs no thicker than my forearms, a face barely bigger than my fist.
Wait.
If she was 16 or 17, she would have had her period for years by now. So, why had Gary asked me that question? I think she might be starting. I was running back through every word he'd said when the doctor continued. She's severely anemic, deficient in multiple micronutrients, and showing signs of organ damage. She also has profound malnutrition. I suspect there may be other underlying conditions. She has scleroderma, I said, remembering what Gary had said during his live stream. She was admitted here recently. Is it possible to pull her medical records? Scleroderma. Riverside General, inpatient. The doctor paused. If she really has scleroderma, why on earth are they living here? The cold is the worst possible thing for that disease. They should be somewhere warm. Let me see what I can find. No guarantees, though. The doctor stepped away. I stood there and felt, for the first time, deeply grateful that I hadn't listened to my editor the night before and written up some superficial sympathy piece. This family was not what it seemed on the surface. Gary had received $600,000 in donations. Even with significant medical expenses, even factoring in health insurance, that money should have been enough to put food on the table. So, why was the girl malnourished? Gary only started streaming the previous year, which meant the girl had been sick for less than 2 years. Scleroderma doesn't progress that fast. So, why was she already showing organ damage? With that kind of money, why hadn't they moved somewhere warmer? Winters here dropped below 0. If Gary truly cared about his daughter's well-being, he would have gotten out long ago. Question after question stacked up in my mind, and slowly, a darker thought began to surface. Had Gary kept the money for himself? But if he had, why did they still seem so desperately poor? Unless I got everything squared away at the hospital and sent the camera operator home. Then I went to find the answer I was looking for.